Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today TSHA just filed an 8K and I am seeing a potential turning point in their clinical trials. Quick note, this is not financial advice, just my take on public filings for educational purposes. The company is sharing some significant progress on a drug called TSHA -102 and the market seems to be reacting positively. We are looking at a Form 8K filing from Taysha Gene Therapies Incorporated. This is a report filed when a company has to quickly tell the public about important events. Think of it like announcing big news as it happens. The key date here is the 22nd of June 2026. This is when the earliest event mentioned in this report actually took place. The company we are focusing on today is Taysha Gene Therapies Incorporated, or TSHA as it is known by its stock ticker. They are in the exciting but challenging field of biotechnology, working on gene therapies. They are incorporated in Delaware, which is a very common state for companies to set up in because of its business-friendly laws. This is their commission file number, a unique identifier they have with the Securities and Exchange Commission. And this is their IRS Employer Identification number, basically their tax ID. Their main office is located in Dallas, Texas, and their phone number, should you ever need to reach them, is 21-461-20000. But for our purposes, we are more interested in what they're announcing. The company's shares are traded on the Nasdaq, and they go by the ticker symbol TSHA. Taysha Gene Therapies is not currently electing to be treated as an emerging growth company. This means they are probably past those initial stages and are expected to follow more stringent reporting rules. This section, item 7.01, is titled Regulation FD Disclosure. Regulation FD, or Fair Disclosure, is a rule by the SEC that says companies have to share important information with everyone at the same time. They cannot give a heads up to just a few people. So, on the 22nd of June 2026, Taysha Gene Therapies put out a press release with a title that tells us a lot. It announces they have finished giving the study drug to all participants in their main trial, called Reveal. They also shared more data from an earlier part of the study called Part A of the Reveal Phase 1/2 trials. This is all about a treatment called TSHA -102, which they are testing for a condition called Rett Syndrome. This TSHA -102 is their main focus right now. It is a gene therapy, meaning it aims to fix diseases at their genetic root. Developing gene therapies is incredibly complex, but if successful, they can offer lasting solutions. Rett syndrome is a rare and serious neurological disorder that primarily affects girls, and there is a significant unmet need for effective treatments. This part is a bit of legal jargon. It basically says that by submitting this press release with their filing, they are informing the public, like they are supposed to, but it doesn't mean they are officially filing it in a way that makes them legally responsible for every single word in it under certain sections of the law. It is a way to share information without incurring extra legal risks for the content of the furnished document itself. For us viewers, it means we should focus on the news itself, and the company is saying they are providing this for informational purposes under fair disclosure rules. Next up, we have item 8.01, which covers other events. This is where companies can report anything else important that doesn't fit neatly into the other categories. Here, Taysha Gene Therapies is telling us they also put out a presentation to go along with these updates. This is often used to help explain the clinical and regulatory news in a more visual and digestible way. So, on the same day, they released this presentation. It is designed to walk through the exciting developments regarding TSHA -102. This is where you might find more detailed charts, graphs, and explanations of the trial results. This presentation is included as Exhibit 99.2 in the filing. Companies usually attach important documents like press releases and presentations, so anyone can access them directly. Finally, we get to item 9.01, which is for financial statements and exhibits. This is essentially a table of contents for all the documents they are attaching to this Form 8. This column lists the exhibit numbers, and this column tells you what each exhibit is. Exhibit 99.1 is the press release, dated the 22nd of June 2026. This is the main announcement we've already touched upon. Exhibit 99.2 is the corporate presentation, also dated the 22nd of June 2026. This is the visual aid that accompanied the press release. And then there is Exhibit 104, which is the cover page interactive data file. This is related to XBRL, a way of tagging financial data so it can be easily read by computers. It is there for transparency and automated analysis. This section is the formal sign-off. It is where authorized individuals confirm the accuracy of the filing. This is just standard legal language, stating that the company has followed the rules, and the report is being properly signed. Here is the signature of Cameron Allen. The date of the signature is the 22nd of June, 2026, and Cameron Allen is identified as the Chief Financial Officer. It is common for the CFO to sign off on these types of financial disclosures. So circling back to the core news. Taysha Gene Therapies has completed dosing for their TSHA -102 drug in the REVEAL pivotal trial for Rett Syndrome. This is a huge step. Completing dosing means all the planned participants have received the treatment being studied. It is a critical milestone that allows the company to gather the final data, analyze it, and move towards potential regulatory approval. News like this often leads to increased investor confidence as it shows progress in the very long and often uncertain path of drug development. Looking at the recent news headlines, the market is indeed reacting well, with analyst targets being raised and the stock showing upward momentum. This suggests that investors see this trial progress as a significant positive catalyst for Taysha Gene Therapies. The company's focus on a rare disease like Rett Syndrome, where there is a clear need for innovation, also positions them well. For a company operating in the biotech space, these kinds of trial updates are everything. They directly impact valuation and future prospects. The fact that the company is also releasing detailed presentations means they are eager to share this positive news and the supporting data. This type of transparency can help build trust with investors and the medical community. The company has a market cap of about $2 billion. And recent analyst price targets suggest some are expecting significant upside, implying they see the potential for this drug to be a major success. Given the current price range and the potential for this therapy, it's an interesting time for TSHA. The biggest risk I am watching is always the final trial results and regulatory review, as even late-stage trials can unfortunately fail. But for now, completing patient dosing in a pivotal trial is a strong signal of progress. What is your take on Taysha Gene Therapies' latest announcement and the future of TSHA -102? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this breakdown helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe for more corporate filings decoded. The tools I use for all my research are linked in the description. That is my take. Stay decoded. If you like this analysis, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more, and join our community on Discord, linked below.